Good day, kings and queens. My name is Erica. This channel is called Loveisthemainkey. Today I'm coming to you with two crafts. I'm participating in a collaboration with Joan. Her channel is called Thrift. So make sure you go out there and check her out. And the title of this collaboration is April Thrift Flip with a Twist. And mine in particular I put from Trashtotreasure. She said that the rules were to use no money. We're in quarantine, shop our homes. Okay. She also said that we had to come up with something from nothing, pretty much. Shop our homes. Okay. So what we're going to need for the first one, sorry about the background noise, you all. The first craft, I just have a book. It was a book I had for years that someone left at my home, and they didn't want it back, and I had no interest in reading it. So I'm like, what am I still doing with this? But the material on this book is awesome. We're only going to use this part of it. Okay. So it's like that nice, almost like a leather type feel material. And you're going to need some diamond wrap. You're going to already pre-cut this so the video won't be too long. You're going to measure it. Okay. And you're going to need 4 strips of that same side. 2 measured for the front, the top, and bottom, and 2 measured for the sides. You're also going to need to cut this diamond wrap into single strips. Okay, and you're going to need 5 of those single strips. And it's going to go in the center. Need your scissors, X-Acto knife. Basically, the X-Acto knife is just when you take the book, you're going to cut down the seam. That way you'll get that clean edge. It's better than the scissors. And then you'll have some little frayaways. Like I did most of it here. I have a little bit left. You're just going to cut away that extra so you can have that nice clean edge. And you're going to need a lighter, a flicker of some sort. And some people don't do this step, but it gives it that nice clean finish. You just take that flicker, burn off those edges. See the difference? See how clean it is on this side? And then see how the frays on this side? Yeah. So you just take a little extra time and do that. Now these, you all, I've been collecting these over months. I buy home decor pieces and they have little extra clips on it. And I said, hey, I can use these clips for something. So I take it off my pieces, and that's what we're going to do today. Okay. So you're going to see what I come up with this. I've never seen this before. So if you like this particular one that I'm going to do first, let me know in the comments. So all I'm doing, I'm taking a hot glue gun. You also need your hot glue gun, you all. Now, if you're nervous about the hot glue, you can wear gloves. Gloves are so precious right now. So if you don't have to wear them, don't wear them. I usually wear mine, but yeah. Just be careful and put you some glue down. You don't need glue on the whole thing because the type of material it is. You just want to make sure you at least get some hot glue on those ends. And a dab or two will do you on the other side. Okay. Flip that over here. We're going to line it up. Real simple. Just line those corners up like that. Stretch it. Easy as pie. Now if you're not comfortable doing it like that, or you don't think you're fast enough before the glue gets cold, you can do it as you go. If you like this method a little better, just do it in pieces. So we're just going to take some here. Okay. I'm just going to go down the line with it, just like so. You're just doing it in pieces, that's all. In sections, I should say. Okay. Okay, and if you all can see this little edge at the bottom that didn't go all the way over, just gonna take the diamond mesh, and I already cut it off camera. You measure how much you need, and you just put that in there. That way it look like it flows with it. Or you can keep it out to give it a little more character if you want that red, but I want that covered up. So I'm just gonna fill that in. And see, it fits in there really, really nicely. You can't even see where it's ended or began. See that? Okay, next thing you're gonna do. Now this is where all the cuts come in. So you want to cut them in strips because you're going to start with the center. So what I did, I measured from this end to this end. Okay. And then you're going to do it the same on one side you do the other. You measure from this end to this end. And you're going to measure from this end to this end. You're going to do the same on that side. Okay, we'll just pull that up like that. A little bit at a time. When you're doing a single strips, you kind of do want to do a little bit at a time. That way you can control exactly where it's going to go. That way you'll have a nice straight line. So that's why I'm doing this method. Okay. Kings and queens, it's also good to flatten out the hot glue as you go. That way you won't have all those white clumps. Now you can get Gorilla Glue sticks if you like. That way you won't have the cloudy white clumps, but we're just using what we have, and I don't have any more, so I'm trying to flatten it out as I go. That way when I get that white clump like right there, I could just easily wipe it up and flatten it out. Okay, so I could press it down and it'll eliminate that white clump. I know you're probably wondering, what is she making? This is the front side. And the inside, what we're going to do is take one of these little clips that I told you I've been collecting. You have to find the one that has a flatter edge to fit on here, that's not too hard, meaning it's going to lay flat on the surface. So this one lays flat on the surface, and I'll show you what I'm actually doing. And I'm going to tell you why I decided to do this as well. So I'm just taking some regular old hot glue. Okay. Now, if you want a more permanent fix, you can use a little hot glue, and you can use some permanent glue if you like, a stronger adhesive. Like I said, you can even do the Gorilla Sticks. But really with this project, what I'm doing, you all, nobody is going to see this inside. So it doesn't matter how this inside is going to look. I'm going to show you why. So I'm going to put a nice amount on there. I'm just going to make sure that I clip it up. So there it is, it's getting strong. I'm clipping it up that way the hot glue will not adhere. Just taking any utensil you have, go up under there and get that hot glue out of there. Okay. Now, kings and queens, you know how, especially when we're in meetings or we're doing videos or something and we're looking at our notes and we grab our paper, I can't stand just seeing the little rough edges or whatever. Like just grabbing a jacked up piece of paper. Me, personally, I don't know if it's OCD or whatever, I will cut that off before I show it to y'all. And that's just too time consuming. Ain't nobody got time for that. Maybe right now, but we don't have time for that, you all. So to be fashionable, and if you like bling, you can even do this in a farmhouse style. You could just use, you know, the different kind of twine. You know, put your notes in here, just like so. So then when you're in the meeting or you're filming or something, you can hold it up like this so they'll see this pretty little, you know, little thing you're holding up. I guess, I don't know, this is my first time seeing this. I just came up with something. They'll see this pretty little clipboard you have, okay? And then when you finish your meeting, grab your other paper and clip that as well. That way you're fashion forward and they don't have to see all your little imperfections and everything you wrote on the paper, especially if it's important, pertinent documents. Okay, so this is craft number 1. I call it the clipboard. Okay, this one you're going to need those toilet paper rolls. All the toilet paper we have, you're going to need the toilet paper rolls. You're just going to need any type of charger just for measurement, any type of spray paint. And I have this on hand. This is a nicer spray paint with the gloss and everything. It has a primer and everything. But for this particular project, you don't need a real high-end spray paint. You could just use any kind of spray paint because what we're going to be doing is spraying these down. I'm going to need some Mod Podge glitter. Now, if you have a shaker, I would prefer you have a shaker so you can be very precise in where you have your glitter if you want your glitter only on certain parts of this project, and some scissors. So first thing, just take the plate. I'm going to take the toilet paper rolls just to see how many you're going to need, because what I'm trying to do is make a you know, when we layer in our tablescapes and having chargers on our table, I want something that's bigger, a bigger charger underneath. So you just see how many tissue rolls you need on each side because you're going to be cutting it. Now I'm not going to need all of these, and you'll see why. So all we doing. Now, if you want to be really precise with this, you can take a ruler. Let me get my ruler really quick for you all. Okay, so like I said, if you want to be really, really precise with it, you could take your ruler and you can measure out, you know, where you want it to be. Like I want these a 1/2 inch, so I'm going to mark out a 1/2 inch all the way down the toilet paper roll. Okay, and it's 4 inches. So we have that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then you're going to cut them fluffy. I don't want these flattened out too much because I want them to have a little bit of bounce. What I mean is bounce. I want them to have that dimension when I get to it, okay? Okay, so I just went in my basement, got my old garage sale sign, and I'm gonna take off the stem of it. So we're just gonna pop that and take that off of there like so. Just get it off however you can. Okay, I'm going to take this off camera. Okay, so I got some scissors. I just got that little clingy part out. You're going to get the plate. So you want to have something that's big enough to fit the charger that you want the new charger to be bigger than. So you can use a pizza box, a shoe box that's big, you know, whatever works for you. All right. Like I said, this is use what we have. If I had a pizza box, that would have been great. But this old garage sale sign will work just fine. And I'm just going to go around it like so. I don't know if you all can see that. There it is. And I moved it a little bit. So I'm going to go around it one more time just so I can have. There it is. Okay. So now you see I have my circle there. Take some scissors and just start cutting that out. And it doesn't have to be perfect, you all, because you'll see what we do with it where you won't even see that precision line anyway. Okay, so I cut that out. That's awesome. That's the size I need. And so I have these tissue rolls cut up. This is about 4. I'll cut up more if I need it. So what we're going to do is make sure you're going to have it glued to the edge. Okay, so then I'm just going to put the plate on top so I can see about how far out I want my little spikes to go out. So I want it to be kind of noticeable. So I want it to come out about to there. So I'm going to take my marker and I'm just going to mark it right there. And I say that is about 3 inches down, okay? So I know it's 3 inches down. So wherever I wanted it placed out, I just put a little mark 3 inches down, however far I want it. I mean, you don't have to do it like this. I'm just trying to make sure I got 3 inches coming off and around. Because I don't know exactly yet how far I want it to be spaced out. But I do want those 3 inches so it can come out evenly all around. Okay. Next, you just take your glue gun here. And put some glue on the edge of it, like so. Press down, give a little hole, just a tiny little hole. See how you want it bounce back? There we are. I'm gonna do that all around. One more here. So I ended up using almost all 4 of the toilet paper rolls, and they're spaced about a 1/2 inch apart. Okay. Okay, kings and queens, so I'm going to just start spraying it on this side, and then I'm going to see if I have enough to spray it on the other side as well. Okay, so this is how it came out on this side. I did have enough, so I'm going to turn it and spray this side. That way I can have 2 different sides, one with glitter, one without. I like that I had enough. That way I could just have a subtle look. Just put it on real subtle. And then it'll just flare out real simple. And then I can use it on this side where we originally started with and add some Mod Podge so I could get that glitter effect. So just taking my little, I got to tell you, you need a little sponge brush as well. And the glitter. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of that Mod Podge in there, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna shake it directly just on the edges. And this Mod Podge dries clear, you all, so let me pull it back so you guys can see that. It dries clear, so you don't have to worry about the white showing up. It'll dry. And I'm just gonna put it on the tips. Easy like so. Okay. Now you can put a little newspaper down if you want to, so you won't have all that glitter everywhere, if you choose. This little shaker not gonna be too bad. And this is how it turned out. I really like the way it turned out, especially with the plate on it. I think that is just pretty. With the plate on it. I'll have a better picture at the end for you. I apologize, I'm losing the lighting, kings and queens. Like, share, and subscribe. Enjoy this beautiful life we're given. See you in the next video, and have a great day.